Welcome to Park City Television. I'm Brendan O'Leary, and we're here at the red carpet for White Rabbit, a film following a Korean-American performer in Los Angeles. So we're here at the red carpet premiere of White Rabbit. If you want to talk a little bit more about your role in the film and what the experience was like.
Yeah, this movie came to be because I just decided not to be silent. And so, I think a lot of sort of blatant racism and whitewashing was happening, and we were getting so angry. So we're I think it was like a call to action. And then, with the election of 2016, I feel like all artists were called to serve. So I just couldn't be silent anymore. And so I made a piece that spoke about Korean American identity and kind of decolonizing history around the LA riots with the Korean American perspective. So I made this performance piece about that, and it was called Can You Hear Me? And in the audience was this passionate filmmaker, Daryl, who did hear me. And so he was like, let's make a movie, let's incorporate this performance piece, but let's make it something else. And so we collaborated, and all of me, I just wanted to say no because I was really uncomfortable with being out of control.
Now, I don't mean to call you out, but are you sure you're not okay with acting a little over the top and crazy? Because we might have some B-roll that might suggest otherwise, as taken a few minutes ago.
Act crazy? I don't know. I'm not comfortable with it. Yeah. I guess the film is about finding your own white rabbit, whatever that may be. I think right now, for me, it's like a path to clarity and peace. It's a path to, the wonderland, whatever that is for you. And I think we all just have to try. It's the pursuit of truth, right? The one thing about our movie that I don't know if this is really about our movie, but I think if you say yes and you get your authentic voice out, like-minded, incredible people will find you. Like Daryl, who's so evolved, and he heard me. He was able to listen. So when you have other collaborators, you can make much more of an impact than you can by yourself, because we are a collective power. And I really believe that right now it's that time. So yeah, it's about an artist's journey, but actually it's about a lot more.
So it sounds like over the course of, or at least the planning process of this film, you came a little bit more comfortable with being in front of the camera. Is this something that you thought you would be seeing yourself doing?
No, I mean, when I made the performance, it was literally what can I do to talk about, all the issues that are happening in our country and all the divisiveness and all this stuff that we don't want to talk about, like racial conflicts. Nobody wants to talk about that stuff because it's uncomfortable. But I'm we have to talk about it. If we don't talk about it, it's not going to get solved. So for me, it came as more of a political performance piece. And so this venue that I performed this piece at, no sort of entertainment industry really goes. It's a very artsy fartsy kind of highbrow, art, dance theater place. And so Daryl and I didn't know each other, so he's just a curious soul that just goes and seeks out these weird performances. And so it was literally by chance that he came and saw my performance, and then we made it into this other platform, which I was not really comfortable with turning, a performance piece into a film, because how would one go about doing that? And then I wanted to be careful because I wanted to, serve the message of my piece. And so it was just opening up and saying yes, and just trusting that even though it's the unknown process, that you have, like-minded good peeps kind of heading and leading the way.
I would love for people to leave feeling enlightened and questioning representation in cinema right now. We are in a very interesting moment in time, and there's very little Asian American representation on film. And so I hope they see the value in diverse stories and how important those are to get out into the mainstream and not just be relegated to the indie sphere. What Vivian talks about is this slice of history that not a lot of people know about. And so hopefully people will leave feeling like they have a little bit more clarity around the LA riots and kind of what went down there through her performance art in the movie. And yeah, I want people to just laugh and have a good time. It's fun. It's also, there's some dramatic moments as well. Yeah, more than anything, it's about finding your place in the world. So anyone who's struggling right now in this political climate, I think can relate to it, to just trying to find your way.
We hope you enjoyed that, and there's plenty more Sundance coverage right after this, so stay tuned.